Hey, what is going on everybody? Epic Carnage here bringing you guys a brand new video, and we are back on some skate. You guys already know what we could be doing in this video. We're just going to be doing some free skate, crashing as you guys can see. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. I don't know if I'm actually going to be having a good day. This is a pre-recording, but if I was to say how was my day today, it was alright. Like, I had to deal with work. You know how work can be sometimes, guys, where you know that you're not doing anything wrong, but you got incompetent people just trying to push your buttons. And I had to really deal with incompetent people today, and unfortunately there's nothing I can actually do because my job, they have so many different subcategories, I guess you could say, for workers. You know, you got the deliveries, you got the warehouse, you got the big people, you got the people who are supposed to support, and the people who's supposed to support the drivers, which I mean, I am a driver, so I am like delivering these packages for these people, and I was just trying to mark a package missing, and literally the driver support guy is not helping me at all. He's on telling me that I gotta be doing this and that and the other, and I kept on telling him like that is not what we do here. And I don't know if he was trying to read off a script or just go off of just freestyle. I'm not too sure what he was doing, but he was so incompetent and really just pushing my buttons. And I'm not trying to dog on him or anything, but he definitely needs to, you know, check his attitude before, you know, trying to help out other drivers, because I am one of the nicest people you guys will probably ever meet. You know, I am very understanding, and he just kept on making it harder and harder and harder for me to respect him. And coming from somebody like me who's very respectful, you know, my mom would beat my butt if I was disrespectful to anybody, and this dude was just being so disrespectful to the point where it was either I would cuss him out and lose my job, or I just had to hang up the phone and not deal with him. And that's exactly what I did. I had to hang up the phone. I'm just like, listen dude, I'm not gonna deal with this. Literally, something that could have taken 5 seconds took about 30 minutes for me to just be like, okay, you know, this conversation is going absolutely nowhere. You're not understanding me, and your broken English is making it very hard for me to understand what you're wanting me to do. Other than that, though, I think my day was pretty good. You know, the route wasn't too hard. Sure, the company that I work for is messing with my route where I'm doing places where I shouldn't be doing, but I mean, that's just besides the point. The main thing is, you know, just try to be respectful to other people, guys. You know, like you don't have to try to be the biggest guy in the room. If you need to just do what I did and walk away from the situation before you do something pretty stupid, you know, I would really recommend you guys doing it. You know, it's like my uncle would always say, when you get in a fight, nobody really wins. You know, you might think that you won in a fist fight or whatever, but in the end, did you actually really win? Because you're going to be possibly catching an assault charge. Like, fighting doesn't mean anything, you know what I mean? Unless it's like UFC and it's for a champion or something. But that's a different type of fighting. Like, just fighting random people on the streets, or, you know, arguing with people over the phone or even in person, you know, just be the bigger person and walk away. Even if you think that, even though like you are correct, just walk away. Let that person just think that they are smart, because incompetence goes a very long way to the point where people don't actually understand that they are in the wrong, or they're not acting smart about the situation. So if you guys could take something out of this whole entire deal, just walk away from the situation if it starts getting a bit too much, because it's not worth losing your job. It's not worth getting police involved. It's not worth it, guys. So I guess in the end, you know, just walk away. But hopefully, you know, you guys are watching this video, so hopefully today my day has gone a lot better. It is a kind of a pre-recording video, so you guys, I'm recording this the night beforehand. You guys are actually watching it. I will be also, you know, changing the, you know, taking a hard left squirrel moment, I will be also be really trying to focus on my videos. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna probably produce like a week's worth of videos, get those all uploaded, and then I'm really gonna start getting into editing a lot more. I'm gonna be doing a little bit more, pop-ups of images, or I'm just gonna be trying my best to really just get your guys' attention, because I feel like I'm personally making good videos. I mean, they can always be better, and maybe that's just me, trying to always one up myself every single time I try to do something. So maybe that might be a problem in the end, but I am definitely going to be here shortly making these videos a lot better and a little bit more creative, because I do feel like it is dragging these videos into the thing, and then I'm just cutting out little bits of videos so that it somewhat makes sense and it still has that story. And I will still have that story based type videos, where I am going down this one path, and I'm gonna always try to circle around to keep it as one subject. And I know I'm really shot from my day not being good to helping out or making these videos a lot better. I'm not trying to make it a negative video, I'm not trying to make this a super negative video. I'm trying to make it a very positive video. I'm trying to make sure that you guys have videos to watch and just kind of relax. Don't worry about what's happening in the world at the moment in time. When you watch my videos, you guys just get to relax. Maybe if it's a longer video, you guys could make some popcorn, watch it like a movie, kind of like a TV episode. My goal still is to make 15-minute videos minimum, and more than just 15-minute videos, but I'm still trying my best to make it a bare minimum of 15 minutes. I know this past week I think I kind of dropped the ball. I think I made like an 11-minute video. I just didn't have much footage after I was done editing everything, and I just didn't have enough time also to re-record some things to extend that video. And I think it was a Call of Duty video. If I'm not mistaken, it was a Call of Duty video, and my Call of Duty videos always seem to be a little bit short, but at the same time, it's a lot more like in-your-face type videos, a lot of action. You guys did see my video, I think it was yesterday. I was doing a sniping video. The first game was sniping, and that ballista, oh my god, that ballista is, I wouldn't say broken, but it has become one of my favorite sniper rifles. I am really surprised that I was getting all those one shots and those. I think I got one black scope in that video, which if you guys are OGs, you guys know what the black scopes are. I know nowadays Call of Duty has it so the scope is instantaneously transparent and you can see inside the scope. So I don't know if you would really consider it a black scope, but I definitely didn't even fully ADS before shooting off my shot and actually getting that guy, which I just thought that was a pretty clean kill. And then I did almost like a no scope on another person, but I just got a hit marker on that, and I did get a little upset on that because from Call of Duty 4, I have always had this weird thing where I can't quite quick scope, but I could hit the most dirtiest no scopes, and I don't know why I could hit no scopes. I am about to do a no scope. I really feel like, all right, the bullets are gonna land right there, and usually the bullet does land exactly where I'm trying to shoot at, which I'm not too sure if I like figured something out in the Call of Duty universe or what. I could still now till this day get these no scopes, and I don't know, I feel like no scopes are a little bit more, I don't know, some people might say that they're very just random and lucky, but I don't know, I feel like I enjoy seeing the no scope clips a little bit better than just quick scoping people. Like quick scoping, yeah, it does take a little bit of skill. You gotta, zoom in on your guy and then shoot. But no scopes, you gotta, I don't know, it sounds like some Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. You just gotta feel that shot when you are about to do a no scope. If you don't feel like you're gonna hit it, don't even attempt the shoot. Like if you don't feel like you're gonna actually hit it, just try to reposition your area and either quick scope them or hard scope them. I think that's one of the things I could actually tell you guys is if you feel like you're going to get that no scope, then more than likely you're going to hit that no scope. It's something in that is maybe because I've been playing Call of Duty for years, since Call of Duty Finest Hour, which I think was the very first Call of Duty, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Finest Hour was the very first Call of Duty that has ever dropped. And that was the first time I actually gotten taste of Call of Duty. And then I did take a break from Call of Duty 3, picked it back up on Call of Duty 4, and then from there on it's just been every year I purchased Call of Duty. I think the only Call of Duty I didn't purchase was Call of Duty World War II, but that was also during the time when I was homeless. If you guys saw my very first video of me coming back and making these videos, I did touch on it a little bit during the 7-year hiatus. Yeah, during that time, you know, I was homeless, I lost my stuff, and I just had to start all over again. So I had to take a year off of Call of Duty, got back up on my feet, picked up Call of Duty Black Ops 4 that new year that came out. From there on, I've always just been buying Call of Duty. I mean, I'm not buying Call of Duty now because it is on the Game Pass, but I definitely probably would have invested in Black Ops 7 if it wasn't for the Game Pass of Xbox. I do know that this video is kind of all over the place. You know, I am just talking to you guys. That's one reason I do enjoy about these free skate videos. I literally just get to sit down, relax, de-stress, and just talk to you guys about just the randomest things. Like it could be something about work, it could be something about, you know, something going on in my life. I don't know, I just feel like I could connect with you guys a bit more and get, you know, one-on-one type of direct talking to you guys rather than just doing a Call of Duty video where I'm mainly focused on trying to get the kills and also make sure that it's a good video itself and not me constantly dying and just showing my deaths over and over again. I'm not trying to show you guys all my deaths. Come with these skate videos, I'm literally just skating, you know, I'm doing some random tricks. I might be doing something cool. I'm just, you know, free skating. And then when it comes to the whole entire challenge videos of Skate, you know, I have a little bit more to talk about when it comes to the challenge videos because I get to zero in on just talking about the challenges and what's actually happening on the challenges. But definitely when it comes to these free skate videos, I'm really just talking to you guys and just letting you guys kind of have an update of what's going on in I would say like a week, but these skate videos have gotten a little bit all over the place ever since I have been pre-recording my videos, making sure that I'm not missing an upload. I think the last time I almost missed an upload was, what was it? Was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago when my video just randomly decided to be uploaded like 1 o'clock in the morning, which I personally was not ready for that. I always have an alarm at 3:30 to share my videos when I'm at work, and seeing that my video was already live like 15 hours ago, I was like, oh, this is very bad. I need to get done with my job real quick so I can make a video and not miss a day. So luckily, you know, that day it did come out on, I think it was the 13th. I also made a video later on that night, and I think it was 2 videos on the 13th, and it's very rare that you guys will actually see me do a double upload when it comes to making videos. Don't get me wrong, I could definitely do double uploads. It just will be a little bit more tedious, especially since I do have a regular job and it does eat up a lot of time. Taking it back to the old days, you know, during the FaZe New York days, you know, FaZe Rain was uploading, I think 3 times a day. I think Adapt was uploading twice a day. I think Blaziken was also uploading twice a day. Maybe he was doing 3 times a day. I could definitely do it that type of style. I just don't want to do more quantity over quality. I'd rather focus my main attention on making these videos as best as I can do them and get better at making these videos rather than I'm just gonna slap together this video. All right, that's good. Let me upload this. All right, this video. All right, let me slap it together. Boom, done. I feel like at that point, I'm not gonna be really making the videos for you guys. I'm making the videos for just to say I'm making videos, and that is something that I really just can't do personally. I feel like jerk if I was doing that, because my main goal, and I've been saying this for months now since I've really started making daily videos, daily content for you guys, is I just want to really help you guys out. You know, if you guys are going through a tough time, this video could definitely just relax you guys, let you guys forget about the worries for 15 minutes. Like, that is my main thing, is I want this to be an escape for you guys. I don't want it to be like, oh god, he's gonna be complaining about this, or I'm not trying to do anything like that. I'm really trying my best to make sure that these videos are very positive for you guys, and you guys can take away some of the bad things that I do. Like, for instance, you guys could take away, just walk away in a situation that could end up hurting you personally, whether it's financially or physically. You know, just walk away from the situation, and you know, maybe the person will come to their senses. You know, that's my main thing right now, is out of this video, just walk away from a situation that you know that you can't win, whether you know that you're right or maybe you might be wrong. You know, just walk away from the situation, because I'm hard-headed and I did not want to drop the situation when it came to talking to the guy on the phone. Like, I was standing my ground, and then to the point where I was just like, I'm wasting more time. I could have already been done with my route. I could have been already possibly home. Like I said, I wasn't disrespectful to him. I had to just back out of that situation. You know, it was a pre-game lobby, and I just needed to back it out. I just was like, nope, not this map, sorry. You know, I've been talking a lot. I've been talking your guys' ears off, which, thank you so much for the people who are watching these videos still. You know, I am slowly gaining subscribers. I had 54 subscribers, then somebody must have unsubscribed, but I just got 54 subscribers back again, so I'm hyped that I'm right there at 55 subscribers. Like, that is still one of my goals. It's taking a little bit longer, but as long as I'm making progress, that's all that matters in my eyes. I always tell myself too, to keep myself motivated, is Rome was not built in a day. You know, it took, I think it took years for Rome to be built. Like, I don't expect to be an overnight I don't expect to be an overnight sensation. I feel like if I really want this, I gotta grind. And I've been grinding for a while too, and I'm not letting up either. I even was talking to Massacre, I think it was on Sunday, maybe on Saturday. I was straight up like, I got into my head and I was like, man, guys, I was telling him, I just don't feel like I'm gonna make a video. Like, I feel like I'm gonna drop the streak. And he's like, nah, you're gonna make this video. And he just kept on motivating me to the point where I'm like, I got this video. And then I think I made a Destiny video with him. I think that was what came out of it, was me making a Destiny video. You guys did watch my Ghosts of the Deep dungeon. I really did enjoy the intro of it. You know, it did feel kind of like a movie. And then I really hit it with kind of a comedic, like, dun dun dun. Like, it was something where I wasn't really testing out the waters. You know, I personally find that a little funny. You know, I always try to, if I find it funny, I'm gonna keep it in the video, or if I find like it needs to be in the video, I definitely leave in wowzers in the video. I have no idea where I'm at all in this like on this map. I feel like circled the map a couple times. I only need one more feeble, and then I could not capture the trick of the day, or the daily tasks, because you know that stuff is always broken. I've have multiple videos on my channel where I've completed the daily tasks and they just don't allow me to accept them, which is just, in my eyes, it's just weird. I don't understand why they having problems with that, and I don't know if a lot of other people is actually having problems either. That guy is rolling around like a roly-poly. Well, alrighty guys, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. Also, leave down in the comments below if you guys are having the same problem as me. Are you guys having problems with the ticks, or with the daily tasks, I should say, where you're not being able to accept or confirm them, and then you won't be able to get the extra ticks? Let me know down in the comments below if you guys are also having that same problem. And if you guys are, let's see if we could get a movement going to see if we could push EA to update the game so that the tasks are actually claimable rather than just leaving them be. Also, don't forget to just walk away from the situation if it gets heated. You know, just walk away, be the bigger man, walk away. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.